Alrighty, folks, we're gonna get into this Realm League battle here. WSE versus Tanque de Gas. A very interesting battle that we have here. We're gonna be starting off with a nice 3v3 best of 3. I'm better known as Hockey, joined alongside Michael Caster here. Yomori, how are we going?
What is up, everybody? It's actually going pretty good. Tonight's been a pretty fun night with, clan battles and such before this, so I'm really looking forward to this clan battle happening.
Yeah, indeed, same here. Let's make sure that we're not going back or anything. Alright, cool. So we're going to be getting into our first game here. And Yomori, talk about who we got starting off for both sides here. From both WSC and Tanque de Gas. Who do we have?
Well, first, let's start with WSE. And first, we're going to start off with Pierre, who is PR number 17 this set. He's elo'd at his peak right now, actually, which is about 2680. And probably the best player you'll see. Next, we have UX, who is a 2300, PR'd at...
Alright, you get those stats, bro. You get those stats in here. Let me break down what's going on right here. We got Unknown, who... I mean, he's showing up right now. He's showing that, he's not unknown, man. He's making himself known, honestly, at the expense of Cronus here, who is the leader of WSC, actually. Cronus is over here on this Ashoka Tano. And, I mean, he's been, whenever he plays CBs, he's usually on the guitars. I've seen him on a Nai. I've seen him on, honestly, Black Knight a couple times, too. So he does have an Orion. He does have a pretty deep pool. But Unknown, this is his first time that I've been actually seeing him. And to be honest, the amount of times Spearum has CB Tanque de Gas, it's pretty crazy. It's like 20-something times. So Unknown is a very recent pickup. I believe you checked him on brawlhalla. Yep. He came in here...
He joined about 2 weeks ago, about November 21st, and apparently he's making waves, putting Cronus in a very awkward position starting up.
Yeah, good call out there. I mean, starting off already, first stock already gone, building towards this second stock of Cronus here, but Cronus is gonna hammering down with that ground pounds. They got that first stock, and even up the score a little bit more, and bring things just right about to be even. So it's still anybody's game here in this first kind of interaction that we have between Tanque de Gas and WSE. But right now, Tanque de Gas, they do have a lead right now, and they need to work with this lead. This is a good lead that they have going. If they can work with it, they can definitely take away this game here and definitely start working on this upset that they're going to create for sure.
Unknown had really good control of center stage, but now is just dancing around. I feel like Cronus might have him a little nervous, but you see that sidelight recovery just dealing damage. Unknown is really getting in there.
Yeah, indeed, but right now Unknown, he has Cronus at a good, percent right now. He could definitely try to get this KO. He has a Siphon handle. Definitely not the weapon you'd probably want to get KOs. Sight doesn't have a lot of true kill confirms, but the down sig.
The D-sig. Okay, Tanque de Gas with the first Elim of the night.
Indeed, that's a big Elim right there. Taking out the leader of WSC, that's going to be huge. But you're going to be fighting now UX, and I mean, you talked a little bit about UX here as he's going to clean up against Unknown. He does have to fight Neve, who's coming up over on the cannon. We're going to be seeing a cannon ditto here for our second members of both sides here. But you talk about UX a little bit. I mean, what's his elo? I believe I'm not sure.
UX is a 2300 player.
Yeah,
and they have a lot of games under their belt this season. They have 600, almost 650 games this season. And
yeah,
it seems they're not playing their main legend, which is 7 in this crew battle for some reason, but the Sidra seems to be working out.
Yeah, and as you mentioned that, I mean, Sidra Ditto now, we're going to be seeing not only a Cannon Ditto, but a Sidra Ditto as well. And you mentioned that they're not over on the 7, but you do have the shared weapons of the Cannon. So, and we're seeing right now how the Cannon is putting in work. He's able to tie it up. The lead that Unknown has is now gone, and now Neve has to fend for himself here, has to fight against UX, has to build the damage once again, and I mean, they're doing a wonderful job right now. Goes for the N-Sig, misses, goes for the ground pound, misses that as well too. The dare misses.
Oh, a lot of play off stage. Gets the clash. I'm pretty sure that's the first stock for UX, and it is.
That's huge. That's massive.
Very huge. The lead going back into the hands of Tanque the Gas here. But UX still fighting. Those N6 come out. That's a very scary option coming from off stage.
Just seeing Neve is cooking on this cannon, man. He's not afraid to challenge UX's cannon, but UX, he gets in near, just peeks right over the corner there. D-Light near, that's going to be a true kill confirmed, taking that stock, tying it up. Still an even game between Tanque the Gas and We Steal Lilo. Honestly, coming into this, a lot of people would not be expecting it to be this even, especially for Tanque the Gas to be holding a lead in first game of the 3v3s. It could definitely go any way, I think, but Tanque the Gas, they have something to prove, Yamori. They have something to prove right now.
Yeah, coming off the loss, what, 3 days ago to House of Greatsword, they definitely have something to prove with this match coming up right here. And
right
the
now.
N-Sig. Neve is showing really strong here, but UX gets back to the stage. Gets some presence back. They're on the Sword Ditto now. But Neve gets the D-Light recovery, and now we're going to Pierre on their final member for WSE.
Yeah,
Another
indeed.
Cannon Ditto.
Yeah, another cannon ditto here. And Pierre, I mean, you talked about it. This is the strongest player that we're seeing here coming in from both sides, to be honest. You talked about PR. You talked about Elo. Pierre is somebody you don't want to be messing with. And Yomori, you had a first-class seat into a beating from Pierre, didn't you, bro?
I did. I did. And Pierre did play Cannon, and I got absolutely messed up. So I'm ready to see what he does against Neve. But immediately throws it away and thanks in favor of the Katars, which immediately gets a D-Sig off.
Yeah, but Neve is still alive.
That is true. I don't know how Pierre plans to get a kill with the low damage of Katars and especially Lin Fei. But
So he went for it.
And the emote coming out.
Yeah, but he's able to take out Neve there, and then that's really huge. Now you top the stocks, and it's anybody's game here. I mean, Elias is coming in with a fresh too, but once again, I mean, you talked about how talented Pierre is. Elias has still a huge task. He has to take out Pierre here, and he has guitars. I mean, this is his main. He plays guitars. He plays sword. I'm not sure if he can beat Pierre here, but he is up for the task right now. It is going back and forth between these two players. Once again, a very unexpected position, but Elias gets ground powder. He makes it back. He gets a fair.
The Sair. And it's looking very good for Tanque the Gas right now. They have the stock lead.
Holy moly. The lead right now. Tanque the Gas almost pulling out the impossible right now. A lineup that Cronus specifically pulled out here. Some of his top players. UX, Cronus, even he was even on the 3v3 team here. Pierre, one of his star players here in the 3v3s. Game number 1 is not looking in their favor at the moment.
It's not. And Elias was very well weapon starving for a second, and he is still holding on to that first stock extremely strong.
100%. Seeing Elias, he has a sword in hand, and this is where he strives. He strives on the sword. He strives in these moments. He's trying to hold his first stock for as long as he can. He gets hit with that Enlight, and now Pierre is on the weapon starve game. He hits him with a Sair. He gets a KO, tying up the stock onto his last stock position. Anybody's game once again, but this lead, we've been talking about it since the start of this. It's been there. Tanque the Gas has been working with it, but they haven't been able to capitalize huge on it, where they have been able to get such like a, maybe like a stock lead or so. It's always been this just little bit of damage, just a sliver of damage. But can Elias close it out right now? This is the best position he's been in right now. He has to take game number 1. He needs to take game number 1, and he has to beat Pierre on this last stock, and he's doing a phenomenal job right now into maintaining the damage here, Yamori.
Yeah, Pierre is trying. Pierre is not getting many punishes off. Elias is throwing out a lot of moves, but Pierre's just kind of watching him. But Pierre is coming off strong. He has a lot of control of the stage right now, but completely gives it up with that Sair. Elias swapping back to the sword.
All he needs is just a good hit or so, and then he's looking for D-Lights here. Maybe a D-Light recovery, maybe something. Actually, no, D-Light recovery on this map might not be enough. Probably gotta go for D-Lights there. But you see Pierre, he's getting the chip damage in here. But he's on the ropes at the moment. Maybe a good signature, actually. But the signature might be a little bit too risky. You could feel the tension coming in from Elias. The last player for his team. Pierre.
Pierre with another Sair.
That might just be
Good
it.
edge guard here. The recovery saves him. Elias both one hit away.
Look at the damage, Yamori. Look at the damage. Elias hits him with the Seer. Edge guard now. Come on, Elias. Close this one out. Handshake from Pierdo. What's there?
Doesn't kill. Elias isn't able to get the stock.
He fumbles it. That could have been his misplay. That could have been the one opportunity he needed to take this game. You could sense the pressure. You sense it. The recovery.
Oh my god, taking a gas gate takes round 1.
I am speechless right now. Tanque de Gas. Game 1. Game 1 in their favor. Wow. I mean, Yamori, just break down that game. What did we see there?
Completely unexpected. We saw a very strong start from Tanque de Gas with a lot of just small leads, which eventually worked out in the end. That very last stock was so close. I looked for a second like Pierre was going to get knocked out very early, but Pierre did slowly make that comeback. But eventually, Elias was just able to finish out that stock. And you see a lot of, you see every character swap from WSC's side. You got Ux on his main character as 7. You got Chromis on the Black Knight level 100, and you got Pierre on the Fate. I wonder how it's gonna go this game.
Yeah, I wonder the same thing too, man. It seems like WSC has kind of woken up. They're locked in right now, and they definitely want to. I mean, especially because this is a best of 3, so 3v3 best of 3. They're down right now. It's 1-0 in the 3v3. If they lose this, they're gonna lose the 3v3s against Tanque de Gas. And I kind of mentioned this at the start of the stream, but it wasn't really in the YouTube portion. But Tanque de Gas has a lot to prove here. The last time we saw WSE in the Realm Leagues was in season 1, and in season 1, what happened there was basically WSC won the whole entire thing. WSC played against Tanque de Gas and resulted in a 2-0. This here, while we're watching, is a rematch. And Tanque de Gas is doing wonderfully right now. Game number 1, already taking a victory. If they take this game number 2, I'd honestly take that as a W. Because, I mean, you take a round out of a Realm League champion. A clan that has already tasted victory in season 1. And they're looking to take it again in season 3.
That is very true, and like you said before, Tanque de Gas has a lot to prove here, coming off of a loss to House of Greatsword last week. And with the new players that have been in this clan battle, there is a lot of weight on their shoulders, there must be.
Yeah, definitely a lot of weight. Unknown especially has a lot to prove. This is his first clan battle. It could be his first clan battle or his first realm. It's definitely his first realm leagues that he's playing in. And he has a lot to prove here, but getting into the game here, Cronus, like you said, the whole entire team of WSC is locked in right now. The troll picks are out, the real picks are in, and you can see right now, Cronus, he's out for revenge. He wants to take this game. He wants to show Tanque de Gas what WSC is all about. Goes for the down saves, misses. Unknown makes it back now with a nice recovery. He still has a lance in hand, and he's holding this first stock very strong. He could definitely take out this last stock here from Unknown. He picks up the spear, currently weapon surfing, throws out the side stick, ground pound misses, and like though Unknown picks up the side now, goes for the down stick, doesn't hit. Cronus is still hunting for this.
Options.
Cronus is still looking for this KO.
Fishes for the down stick and he hits it. Unknown is in a very uncomfortable position here on this ledge. And goes for another D-stick and a hail. WSD is up 2 stocks.
Yeah, full 2 stocks. Complete swap from game number 1 as well. Like right now, the lead that they have, it's pretty phenomenal. And we talked about leads in that game number 1. If WSC is able to work with a lead here, I think we're looking down the barrel of a WSC game number 2. We might have to just go game number 3. But it's too early to call just as yet. Can Neve clean up against Cronus here? Cronus still holding his first stock somehow, and Light sends him so far away. Cronus still tries to make it back. He does make the touch. You see Neve, he's playing it very patient, and rightfully so. I mean, you're still on this first stock. You gotta try to see if you can get the KO, but at the same time too, remember you're down in the stock count. You have to be careful because any amount of damage that Cronus gets right now is just all extra credit. You have to play as carefully as possible. He gets it there, gets the KO. That's gonna be the first stock on from Cronus, and the first stock on from WSC. Look how late as well to it was, Yamori.
It definitely was. It took about 3 minutes total for them to get that first kill, and with Cronus looking extremely strong on this Lance pick, I wonder how Neve is going to try to get around it. But with this stock, the cannon looks very strong, but that ground pound comes out and takes Neve's first stock as well.
Yep, and once again, like I said, the lead is being maintained, but it's not as big as before, I'd say. It was a 2-stock lead, and now it's kind of little, things are looking somewhat bright right now, but Neve has to try to see if they can get a Cronus as quick as possible so that he can deal with UX.
Yeah, and UX on that 7 pick is very unpredictable. We did not see his spear last time, so we're gonna have to see. His cannon did look very strong last time as well. Neve is having really good controller center stage here, making Cronus try to get around him all ways possible. Neve just fishing for D-lights.
Neve is fishing for something right now. He's definitely trying to find his KO. They have the cannon in hand. Maybe they can get the signature, maybe a Sear. Looks for the end sig, the ground pound, but there, nothing is landing right now. Whiff after whiff, Neve fades low. Exclamation marks coming out. They're able to touch. Go for end light. Cronus is just building damage with this Lance, and it's crazy right now. I mean, unknown 2 stocks gone. Honestly, they might be able to take them out.
And
they did it.
Cronus takes the stock early. That's a 4-stock lead.
That's 4 stocks coming in from Cronus as well, too. And now, the last player from Tanque the Gas is still fighting the first player from WSC. This game number 2 is looking completely different right now. What a wonderful Sarah there coming in from Elias, able to finally taking out Cronus, and now we're seeing the 7 pick here coming in from UX.
Well, with Elias looking very strong on the guitars very early into the stock, we might see a very big upset happening here. And the NSIG, the GC NSIG comes out, and I don't think UX is going to be able to recover, but he does. But Elias is able to get that unarmed recovery, and he finishes out the stock.
Yeah, that ground pound there led to the KO, and that's a good stock to take, especially because you're down right now. Any stock you could snag out, any stock you could take for free, you take that. Even if the guy's lagging, man, hit him off stage. Take that stock, because Tanque the Gas right now, they're down. They need anything right now to bring this game back in their favor. They're down just 1 stock, though. If Elias can hold this first stock for as long as possible and able to just take out UX's stock right now. Bring it down to the 1v1 with Pierre. Maybe we could see that even 1v1 and possibly a repeat of game number 1, perhaps. But once again, everyone's locked in. UX is locked in on the 7. Pierre's locked in on his fate. So I'm not sure how it's going to go right now. But right now, UX and Elias is looking somewhat even. Elias, you got to step on the gas just a little bit to take out UX.
Elias's sword is not looking as nearly as good as his guitars were. But I feel as if Elias is probably more comfortable on his sword. Elias is making UX use a lot of jumps, play very spacey. Just fishing for these setup moves, and the side stick comes out, but it doesn't hit. It's the on-stage ground pound, and the recovery comes out of the guitars. It looks like UX is in a very uncomfortable position here. Side stick comes out.
Side stick for side stick there. UX is able to win that. But a nice nair sends him double nair.
We gotta hope, or Elias has to hope that he can take this stock early and hopefully get a Gimp next stock on Pierre.
Really, that's what they need right now. Gets a recovery. Doesn't lead to the KO, though. Probably looking for maybe a horizontal KO. Gets the Sair. That is not even enough. Looks for the kick here, but UX picks up the cannon here. Gets a little down here.
A lot of unarmed play from Elias. The recovery comes out, but that 7 defense is too strong for him to knock out. And the recovery comes out and finishes off the stock. Now we're in a 1v1 situation with Elias and Pierre. What are you thinking, Hawk?
This is definitely different from game number 1, especially because Pierre's locked in on his fate. I mean, this is definitely one of his mains. I wouldn't say he was trolling with the Lin Fei. I've seen his Lin Fei in action already. But this fate is definitely something you got to be worried about. If anything, though, Elias, I'd be a little bit more comfortable because you don't have that guitar data. But once again, this fate is something you got to be worried about. You can't just be like, okay, maybe he swapped over, maybe I got a chance. And especially because the position that you're in, last stock, you got to take out 2 stocks from Pierre. Someone like Pierre, you got to take out 2 stocks from someone like Pierre in this last stock. Every hit counts. Every single health point counts right now for Elias. And he has to play it as carefully as possible. Any hit that Pierre gets, he needs to do 2 times as more.
That is very true, and it's not looking like that's happening. Pierre's coming off very strong with this scythe. Looks like he's about to finish off the stock and gets the side light and finishes the game. It's 1-1 WSC.
WSC taking that game as well, too. And just to kind of break down that game and just kind of break down what happened there. WSC, the lead was very severe. The lead was very strong. And that kind of built and set the momentum for the rest of the game. And it led to Tanque de Gas downfall there in that game number 2. That most definitely.
Yeah, definitely. WSC definitely had a very strong start that last game. And you're seeing another swap pick coming out from Cronus, as well as UX and Unknown this time. Tanque de Gas switching it up.
Yeah. I mean, this is a moment where you're going to have to make the switch ups. This is a moment where, especially Tanque de Gas, they're going to have to lock in. Because you're one game away once again. You're still one game away. In order to take this 3v3s, you got to make it work somehow.
You don't have that safety of another game. Tanque de Gas needs this. They need a strong start.
Indeed. So you're seeing here a lineup swap, like you mentioned. Lineup swap, legend swaps coming all around. Cronus, I mean, making the swap over... Okay, never mind. Fine. My fault. They're really thinking about auras right now. You can tell they're in VC. They're strategizing. They're saying, who do you want to put on Cronus first? Who do you want to put on UX? Who do we want to fight against Pier? They're thinking right now. Huge. Picks, lineup, and everything. WSC is also thinking.
They are. I feel like this... I feel like having Elias go against Cronus first is the smartest thing, because Cronus was able to take off those 2 members by himself.
Right. God.
Elias was able to take out UX pretty easily. So we're just going to have to see what Elias can do against Cronus in this first stock.
Yeah, indeed. Like you said, swap once again. I believe it is Tanque de Gas ban. Let me just let them know.
It is.
In case if they forgot. But swap once again. Like you said, having Elias on Cronus is definitely going to be something that's going to be for the better.
Definitely.
This is not the band that we want. Okay. Yeah. Having Elias on Cronus would be better, because you can go ahead and definitely kind of limit the amount of stocks that Cronus takes first. And then what's going on in chat? Can we get bans going? Like,
I don't speak.
Okay, they're banning. It's good. All right. So, like I said, Elias, you know, gonna kind of limit Cronus's control a little bit of this game, but you still gotta be worried about Pier. But they're gonna have Neve on Pier, actually. Gonna avoid the Cannon Ditto. Unknown now is gonna be fighting UX. So complete kind of just swap all around.
White change, yeah.
It's just a complete change all around.
I mean, you've seen Elias on that Asuri every single game, and it's looking very strong. On our last game, on our 3rd game, we're going to a different map as well. We're on Demon Island right now, and those very large hitboxes are definitely going to hinder the red team.
Yeah, indeed. Now let's see here. Elias has to play it almost perfectly. I mean, you have to beat Cronus here and kind of build a lead for your side if you want to take this game, and this is where it counts. This is for all the marbles here. Game number 3, and in case if you guys are wondering why we're not updating the scoreboard, we update the scoreboard whenever a clan wins a particular game mode. So this is Elias here.
Elias takes a half pipe into the D-Sig and takes Cronus' first stock.
You know what?
Very early dodge read.
That was a horrible timing from me in order to like explain the thing, because Elias just hooked.
Oh my god,
Never mind.
Elias,
we're gonna get round 2.
dodges.
We're gonna get round 2 here. Elias, look at the damage that he's able to do so far. First stock he's still on, and he's showing up. Sort of, I mean, he's offered a sword, but look at this guitars, Yamori. Talk about these guitars.
I feel like I said that last game. He looked very strong on the guitars and then swapped the sword and did not look as good. He's letting his guitars going into full play this game.
Indeed, and we're seeing every bit of it. He's gonna let them know about those guitars. He's letting them know right now.
He's letting him know.
Oh, they're finna know after this.
Elias brings out the sword, looking for a KO here, probably with D-Light Recovery, D-Light Stay, or something. Has no options. Is able to get back to stage, however. But Cronus with that ground pound takes Elias's first stock in the red.
Yeah, that was a pretty good first stock to take. Definitely to stop the momentum of Elias a little bit. You're going to be taking that stock, but look at the health that Elias has Cronus at. Cronus, he's in a desperate position right now. He gets hit with a Sayer. The weapon throw, Elias goes so low. The recovery kind of saves him at the same time, but Cronus was right there. He could have definitely made it back.
And he gets that recovery off. Elias taking that first stock, hopefully going to take a lead on UX here, helping his team out.
And that's really the game plan here coming from Tanque the Gas. Having Elias open, you're going to have that strong open, kind of limit the influence that Cronus has a little bit. And definitely hope that your team...
Elias letting the Katars work again.
This is definitely the game that Tanque the Gas needs to play right now. Build a lead with Elias and help your members out coming down to the end. You might think it's a bad strategy to not have Elias on the anchor against Pier, but like I said, to diminish the amount of work that Cronus puts in, that's going to be huge. But also to build this lead, to help your team members when they come in, so they have an easier time against WSC. This is what Elias starting off. This is what Tanque the Gas they need. And they did a wonderful job in this game number 3 here to place these players in the correct order.
They definitely did. And I feel as if Elias is, if he's able to take this first stock, it's a 1v5 with Pierre, and I don't know if the sheer number is going to allow him to take this match home. UX goes for that side sig, but is interrupted by Elias. Elias looking very strong, taking control of the stage with these guitars. Another weapon throw comes out. UX playing very aerial with the axe, trying to fish for that side air to get the early KO.
Yeah, I mean, Elias definitely... They don't want Elias taking 4 stocks out of them, because then Pierre has to basically 4-stock them, and that's a very hard task as well, too. I mean, Pierre, he's a very talented player, but these level of players that we have here, they can definitely take games. They can definitely deal huge damage right now. And Elias, I mean, he's putting it to work. He took out Cronus. He's looking to take out UX, but UX stops his momentum with the Seer, gets the KO, and now Unknown is going to be coming up. And once again, I mean, he's going to have an easier time, but he cannot let his guard down. You cannot... UX has a cannon in hand. One good cannon string, and this whole game is shift. It's turned around. It's in WC's favor. You cannot let that. Tanque the Gas. They need to step on the gas. Literally, they need to step on the gas.
And Unknown is looking pretty strong with the Scythe here, taking control of that center stage. Not allowing UX to really do anything. The recovery nearly misses. I believe that would have been a KO for Unknown. Unknown just trying to get that axe back, trying to rack up the quick damage, because Zul has a lot of attack. Easily one of the best characters to rack up damage with.
Yeah, I mean, hits like a truck. I mean, when Zul hits you, man, it hits you differently, man, compared to like if someone like I don't know, some low attack. Yeah, some like Lin Fei hits you, for example. But Unknown here, they're trying to take out UX as quickly as possible. Gets the sidelight. And in your Mori, I mean, tell us right now, what do we got right now? What's going on right now?
We got what seems to be a 4-stock needed from Pierre, who is looking very good on the unarmed, taking that good control of the center stage with the Scythe, with that Unknown and Pierre Scythe 1v1. Let's see who is able to take this back. The D-Sig comes out from Pierre, completely misses, allows Unknown to get that sidelight punish, and the recovery comes out. Unknown has no options. Pierre's taking very good control of the stage here. Looks like he's about to get that first stock from Unknown.
Yeah, and I mean, if he gets his first stock with this little bit of damage done, that could be a huge downplay from Tanque the Gas. Unknown needs to cook up right now, show Pierre what he's about, make himself known, and get huge damage right now. Get a nice lead going for yourself, because Pierre right now, he's coming in, and he's definitely a tough opponent to fight. As Pierre's able to get out that first stock, Unknown is coming down to their last right now. The last for this 3v3s. Unknown, you need to go ahead and cook up. Make it an easier time for Neve right now. Maybe take a stock, hopefully. If Unknown is able to take a stock and Neve is able to take the next one, we're looking at a W here for Tanque the Gas. And that's going to be huge right now if they're able to save the 3v3s.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the 2v2 and 1v1 looks like, but if WSE is not able to keep up, then it's looking like a unlikely Tanque the Gas W for the set.
Definitely an upset in the making right now. We're watching as Unknown, he's cooking up on his gauntlets, but you need to cook a little bit more. Put a little bit more gas in it, because you need to get this KO as quickly as possible. Picks up that side now, has a side ditto.
Unknown is loving this center stage, allowing himself to just move freely. It looks like Pierre's getting a little panicked here.
Yeah.
Running out of options, throwing out random moves. It looks like Unknown is having a very good chance, but Pierre with that D-Sig hits him with a GC side Sig. Is Pierre going to be able to take this?
Gets
Cider comes out.
The weapon throw doesn't connect though, but Pierre is controlling traffic right now. He has stage control. He's looking to get a steal.
Comes out.
See, that's huge. And then that one stock, he was able to basically take out the 2 stocks here coming in from Unknown. Neve is coming in the last here. It's even in stock count, but the damage lead is in a huge favor of Tanque Gas. If anybody can make this comeback right now, it is Pierre.
It definitely is. I mean, we've talked about it before. Pierre being PR number 17 proves how good he is as a player. And his scythe work off stage is looking really good right now.
He's not giving Neve a chance to breathe. The ground pound.
Pierre is up.
That's a 0 to that right there. Pierre is up. WSC is up. Wow. Just wow indeed.
4-stock comeback. Neve needs to lock in and get this stock early here, not allowing Pierre to get as much damage.
Still doable though. You cannot count out Tanque Gas just as yet. Nice there. Well placed.
Completely even. We have a 1-1, no damage stock.
Who would have thought, man? Tanque Gas. Everybody, this was like... Everybody, I bet everybody like tomorrow, they're gonna be like, oh, this was definitely that crying baby and hydrogen bomb situation. But Tanque Gas is showing up right now, showing that, man, no matter if you bring Season 1 champs, Season 2 champs, I can still take them down. The 3v3s, it's a nail-biter right now. It's anybody's game. But Pierre has the momentum right now. He's feeling, I mean, he definitely has huge momentum in his favor right now. He's able to take out Unknown, able to take out the first stock here from Neve, especially in a 0 to that fashion.
Very strong on the cannon though. Pierre is able to get these light attacks off, bringing Neve to higher damage than he is. And this is a very very scary offstage situation. Neve swapping back to the sword.
Yeah.
Pierre be able to finish off this stock. He gets the D-light off.
One nice there. The recovery. Pierre was looking for the nice end light. Now, Neve, you gotta hold this stage as much as you can. Double end knife. Oh my goodness!
And that finishes it! Tanque Gas wins! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Your points is mine, bro. Give me that points.
No,
Oh,
bro, no,
goodness.
bro, no.
What have we just witnessed? The upset in the making. Tanque Gas able to take the 3v3s and pushing this to 1-0 in their favor. So, we got the 2v2s on our hand here. Tanque Gas versus WSC. Tanque Gas pulling out an amazing stop right now. It's 3v3s. They claimed the 3v3s, and now they're looking to claim it here in the 2v2s. Honestly, everybody was expecting WSC to have a clean sweep, kind of a repeat from Season 1. Just take a 2-0, put the fries in the bag, and just, that's it. But Tanque Gas is showing up right now, and I love to see an underdog story in the making here, and we have such an amazing 2v2s on our hand here. Modalism and Satama. Modalism is over on the Bodvar. Satama is over on the Dawson with the Rayman crossover. Once we got Hades coming in from WSC here, it's over on the Olgrim. Compared to Sulfax, is over on this Wu Shang, or the Aang, I should say. Starting off already, huge damage already done to Satama. Look at the health that he's at. Friendly fire coming in from Team WSC here.
It looks like I've come back to a very early start.
Yes, sir. My bad, bro. We can wait for your water here. Add Sulfax. Oh my goodness.
Oh, with the,
big
with the
side
side
sig.
sig. We have a Bodvar pick coming out.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw Bovar in 2v2s, Yomori?
Earlier today.
That is true. Earlier today, we did see a Bovar in 2v2s. Anyways. Good side sig there coming in from Satama, able to take out Hades there. And stocks are tied up right now, and it's definitely anybody's game, but you definitely got to be worried about. You got to be worried about. I believe this is Hades and Hades and Sulfax.
But Hades is able to get that stock off, and so is Saitama. Oh my gosh, it's very close here.
Definitely very close indeed.
They mess up the team combo, getting some team damage off on Modalism. That setup. Able to hold. Oh, the team combo coming off.
But a little friendly fire as well too. Modalism. It's in with the GC guy. There.
Oh,
Oh my goodness,
a
almost
KO
carrying
on
up into
Hades.
heaven. Hades is looking for Saitama right now. Honestly, this game has just been kind of like, it's been, I mean, Saitama has been the most damage between, you know, the duo here for Tanque de Gas.
Yeah.
You definitely gotta look out for Saitama here because he gets damage done to him so quickly. And Modalism is just kind of there. He's just chilling. I mean, he's the least damage here for Tanque de Gas. Sadie's is able to get a big recovery, taking him out. Modalism, though, looking for a GC D-Light
It's
recovery.
that
Gets
D-Light
it.
recovery.
Gets it, KO now has the hammer in hand. Momentary 2v1, and Hades he did a very strong thing. Wait for his teammate to come back. Just stay on the edge there. Avoid that 2v1 situation. Avoid the power play. And avoid that possible team combo there coming in from Team Tanque de Gas.
Modalism holding on to that second stock. They're getting a lot of damage off on Hades. If Tanque de Gas, if WSE wants any chance of winning here, they're going to have to get that second stock off Modalism.
Indeed. That's what I'm kind of saying. Where Saitama is the most damage on the field here. Saitama eats an Ensig. Combo. Nice little alley hoop. Can they get the KO on Saitama though? You see, Saitama is just playing for his life right now. He doesn't want to get hit at all. Gets hit for the recovery on Salt.
He does not want to leave his teammate in that 2v1.
Team combo.
But Saitama and Hades, Salt and Hades get that little team combo off, gets a lot of damage. Saitama is flying up into the blast zone at the start. But Saitama gets the Sair.
My goodness, 2v1 position now.
And the GC Ensig ends the first game.
Holy moly, Saitama and Modalism taking game number 1 against Hades and Salt. That's a crazy start in his best of 5 right now. And yes, the 2v2 is a best of 5. Do we have a restart?
Yeah, Hades is restarting.
Got you. Alright, cool. Alright, so, like I said, crazy start coming in from Team Tanque de Gas right now. I mean, man. They were able to win the 3v3s, able to take game number 1 out of WSC in the 2v2s. They're looking to go for the 2-0. They're not looking only for the W. They're not only going for the 2-1. They're looking to take this whole thing home as quickly as possible.
Definitely are looking for that very early upset, not trying to let WSC get a leg up and go to that 1v1 standpoint.
Right. And I mean, rightfully so. WSC's 1v1 is definitely someone you gotta be scared about. Dog Nova, very talented player, and has the capability of winning the 1v1, which I believe against King. So if it does go to the 1v1, I think it's definitely in WSC's favor. So Saitama and Modalism, they were able to win the 3v3s, but the battle isn't over as yet. The 2v2s is still here. They need to win the 2v2s, take it 2-0. But WSC, they're fighting for their lives right now. They do not want to get 2-0 by someone like Tanque de Gas, because this would be such a huge upset coming in from WSC side. And I mean, they already got upset in the rumblings already, losing to Atrium. I mean, 2-1. To get upset here again, that's gonna be just, I mean, it's gonna be salt in the wound, bro. It's actually gonna be just salt in the wound.
Hades and Salt getting that very early lead on Saitama with those gauntlets, but Salt coming out accidentally hitting Hades with the side sig and killing him.
Good. Modalism gets in that GCD light Sair, sends him far away. Salt can't make it back. Momentary 2v1. Combo time, maybe? You see them, they position that well.
Yes.
Look at the combo. Look at the combo. Oh my
Brings
goodness.
Hades to orange. This is looking terrible on WSC's side. Saitama able to cook with those gauntlets, getting a huge combo off on Salt, who was already from white to orange in about 10 seconds. Hades' second stock going to a GC. And Saitama and Modalism are looking insane.
Who would have thought? Hades and Salt, they can't fight back. Tanque de Gas is just putting straight gas on them. Oh my goodness.
Modalism doing crazy work with that hammer
left and
off
right,
stage.
recoveries, ground pounds. He's just holding it down. He doesn't care anymore. Look at the lead they have. Rightfully so. Tanque de Gas is showing up right now. Game number 2. Game 1 in their favor. They're looking to take game number 2 and 3. Man, I'm telling you, Revolix and Blom, they're celebrating huge tonight because it's honestly looking like a Tanque de Gas victory all around.
It is. This is a very, very strong game from Tanque de Gas. I was kind of thinking in the back of my mind that this might turn out like the 3v3 situation, like maybe WSC would turn it around, but it's not really looking like that at all.
Still early to call out as yet, but they're on last stocks. Red team is on the last stocks here, and they gotta take out 4. It's honestly nearly impossible, but they gotta play it so well right now. Mortalism, Friendly Fire, taking out Satima. 3 stocks now they gotta take out, but look at the damage that they're in right now. Honestly, man, all they need, man, is just one. I mean, blue team just needs one good cough on them. Heal recovery. That's it. He's gone. 2-piece combo. Hades now left in the 2v1.
Stamp comes out, and that looks like it's. Oh, Hades gets back to stage, but the recovery comes up from Satima. He's about 1 hit away, but he's trying. He's working his best to try to get this. Try to get just something cooking here.
Seeing Satima, he doesn't even want to get the KO. He's like, Mortalism, finish up my dirty work for me, bro. I get the stock out of here. You see, he isn't even engaging. He's letting Mortalism do all the work right now, and rightfully so.
Tanque de Gas goes up 2-0 in the 2v2 portion, puts WSC in a very awkward position. They're going to need this game. You see another character swap coming from WSE.
Another character swap indeed. Double character swap. Hades going now over to this Chell, the Tesca. And Salt coming over now to this Val here. Now we're going to see double gauntlets. Kind of similar to the last game in a sense. But you're going to have the boots now and sword coming out from both sides here from WSC. And like you said, very rough position. 2-0 in the 2v2s. Tanque the Gas, if they take this, that's going to be it. 2-1 in the 3s. 3-0, sorry, in the 2v2s. WC has a lot to prove, but they need to start by taking this game number 3. They need to.
There's a very early start with these gauntlets. Looking very strong for WSE at this point, coming off with a very strong start. It's relatively unscathed. This double gauntlet setup is looking very good for WSE. Modalism almost got knocked out at a top stage. Modalism knocked out by Salt side sig. Momentary 2v1, but Hades is immensely friendly firing right now. Sarah comes out from Modalism, sends Salt off stage, but they don't do anything about it. The end sig comes out from Modalism, and the side sig, the friendly fire side sig, causes Satima to lose his first stock as well.
Yeah, I definitely think if WC has to win this game, they gotta capitalize on the friendly fire that is coming out from Tanque the Gas. There's some moments where you see they kind of go for the friendly fire options, and they just somehow like hit each other. But I mean, it's like a rare moment it does happen. What I'm kind of seeing here compared to, like, if I'm comparing both teams, Team Tanque the Gas definitely has more synergy compared to Team WSC right now, and you're definitely seeing that. Those 2 games was just wonderful. We saw a beautiful combo coming out from Tanque the Gas in game number 2, and I mean, it's just the synergy. It comes down to the synergy between both of these players. They're able to just beat Hades and Salt because I'm not even sure if they have teamed or have experience teaming with each other.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of these guys teaming together in any 2s tournaments before, or just playing. I can't say about ranked, but they don't seem to be mixing very well.
Right. It seems like they're kind of like want to go to the 2 1v1s. But Modalism and Satima, they're okay with those 2 1v1s. But they're able to pull out those 2v2s as well too, and have those wonderful follow-ups. Like we're seeing here. Tanque the Gas, last game. This could be the last game here for WSC.
WSC came off very strong on that first stock, but just the resilience from Tanque de Gas comes out here. Satima in a momentary 2v1, trying to just avoid that team combo. Modalism saves Satima with that Sair. Satima makes it back to stage though.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely listening to the stream, man. We talked about their synergy. They're showing us a little bit of synergy right now, and they're kind of trying to pull out. They're trying to pull out all the stops here because, rightfully so, this is the last game. This could be the last game here. It's even. It's anybody's game. But WSC, all eyes are on you. An underdog story is close to being completed. The book is almost soon to be closed. If Tanque the Gas can clean this one up, that's going to be it. But WSC wants to continue on their legacy. They do not want to lose this battle.
Modalism takes the stock.
Oh my goodness.
2v1.
2v1 position. It's anybody's game here. But Hades gets hit with a... Not the Sultan. Not another one. The confidence coming in from Tanque the Gas. A big Seer. Yomori. What have we just witnessed?
This is completely unexpected. the 2-0 win over WSE. Tanque de Gas takes it home.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, rematch story. You couldn't ask for a better ending than this.
You couldn't. If you're WSE though, you're definitely
You're definitely asking for a
next
you're asking for the rewrite, bro. They're like, send these books back, bro. They can't get published, bro. This cannot be it.
They can't. The second upset of the season on WSE.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, season 1, WSE was able to, like, season 1, WSE was able to just go crazy. They were able to stomp their competition. I believe they didn't even lose. They didn't even lose a single game. However, Tanque de Gas now, they're showing that WSE can bleed. Even though they got 2-0'd in season 1. Season 3 is looking big for Tanque de Gas right now as they're able to take this clan battle not in a 2-1 victory, in 2-0 victory.